adult, adult, adult. So, let's talk about the word adult. The part of speech is noun, and it refers to an individual who has reached physical and emotional maturity, typically between the ages of 18 and 65. In common usage, you'll often hear this term used to describe a person who is fully responsible for their own life, decisions, and actions. For example, as an adult, I'm in charge of my finances, or adults should take care of themselves before worrying about others. One special note about the usage of adult is that it can be used as an adjective as well, to describe something related to or suitable for grown-ups, such as an adult-themed movie or an adult education course. In a formal setting, such as a graduation ceremony, you might say, the university is proud to present its first adult student to receive their PhD. A remarkable achievement that showcases their dedication and perseverance. This example demonstrates a sense of pride and accomplishment associated with achieving an academic milestone. On the other hand, in a casual conversation with friends at a coffee shop, someone might comment, "I'm not sure I'm ready to be an adult yet. I mean, I still have so much to learn about finances and cooking." This example highlights the uncertainty and immaturity often associated with transitioning into adulthood. In a business or academic context, such as a human resources report, you might write, "The company will be offering additional training and support for adult employees who are returning to work after a career break, in order to facilitate their successful reintegration into the workforce." This example showcases a supportive approach towards employees' personal and professional development. So you want to know about a person who is fully developed and capable of taking care of themselves? That's a good place to start. People in this stage are usually around 18 to 60 years old and have finished growing physically. They're able to think, work, and make decisions on their own without needing much supervision. This group includes people with jobs, responsibilities, and maybe even families or children of their own. In many cultures, it's also a time for independence, self-reliance, and making important life choices. In English, we use the word adult to describe someone in this stage. But you might also hear terms like grown-up, mature individual, or responsible person used in similar contexts. Advocate, advocate, advocate. Let's talk about the word advocate. As a language learner, you might be familiar with this word, but let me break it down for you in detail. So, the part of speech is verb or noun, depending on how you use it, as an advocate, meaning to speak or act in favor of something, or the advocate, referring to a person who supports or defends someone's rights. Common usage includes using advocate when talking about supporting a social cause, like, she advocates for women's equality, or being an expert in a particular field, like, he is an advocate for environmental protection. A special note about its usage is that it can also be used to describe something you strongly believe in, even if you're not directly involved. For example, I'm an advocate of veganism, but I don't follow the diet myself. Overall, using advocate shows that you care deeply about a particular issue and are willing to take a stand. In the courtroom, the lawyer stood up to advocate for her client's innocence, citing inconsistencies in the prosecution's timeline. This formal usage is typical of legal settings where advocacy plays a crucial role in determining outcomes. At lunch, Sarah started to advocate that we try out the new pizza place downtown instead of our usual spot. I think she just wants an excuse to get free slices with friends. Here, advocating is used in casual conversation among peers to persuade someone else to join in on their preferred activity. In her research paper, Dr. Patel advocates for a paradigm shift in environmental policy, suggesting that governments prioritize long-term sustainability over short-term economic gains. In this academic context, an advocate presents evidence and reasoning to influence thought leaders or decision-makers towards adopting new perspectives. So, you know how there are people who strongly support and stand up for something they believe in. Like, maybe you're passionate about the environment and you want everyone to take care of it. So you encourage your friends to recycle more. That's kind of like what someone does when they help or support a particular cause or issue. They try to persuade others to agree with their point of view, often by sharing their own experiences or knowledge, in order to make a positive change happen. It's like being a champion for something you care about, but instead of just being enthusiastic, you're also actively working to make it happen. Aid. 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 The word aid is a very useful term to know. As an English teacher, I'd be happy to break it down for you. Aid is a noun, which means it's a thing or concept rather than an action. It has two main common usages. First, it can refer to help or assistance that someone gives to another person or organization in need, such as emergency aid or financial aid. Second, it can also mean something that aids or helps a process or situation, like a tool or device that makes things easier. For example, a GPS is an aid to navigation. One special note about the usage of aid is that it's often used with words like financial, emergency, or medical to indicate what kind of help or assistance is being given. This can be a bit tricky for learners, but just remember that adding those kinds of words usually means you're talking about specific types of aid. Here are 3 example sentences using the word aid with varying tones and contexts. Formal usage. The international community must provide immediate financial aid to the affected countries in order to alleviate their humanitarian crisis. In this context, the word aid is used in a formal setting, such as a government or UN press conference, where the tone is serious and the language is precise. Casual conversation usage. I just helped my friend move into her new apartment and it was a huge help. We were able to get all the boxes up the stairs with some guy's aid. Here, the word aid is used in a casual setting, such as chatting with friends at a coffee shop or park, where the tone is relaxed and conversational. Business or academic usage. Our research team has conducted an analysis of various disaster relief models and found that timely aid from local authorities can significantly improve survival rates. In this context, the word aid is used in a business or academic setting, such as a conference presentation or peer-reviewed journal article, where the tone is professional and objective. So, you want to learn about something that helps people improve their language skills? It's a tool that provides support and guidance in acquiring a new language, often through digital platforms, online resources, or even human instructors. The main characteristics of this thing are that it's usually interactive, personalized, and focused on teaching grammar, vocabulary, and pronunciation. If you're thinking about language exchange programs, tutoring services, or language learning apps, you're probably thinking of the same thing. It's used to help learners identify their strengths and weaknesses, set goals, and track progress in a foreign language.